Oh yeah, it's the smell of 1992. So where are we at?
Best Buy.
And what are we going to Best Buy for?
MP3 player.
Looking for a cheapy MP3 player for me. So here's what I went with. I went with the Eclipse 180. It's like 30 bucks. I don't know, maybe the time of the Zune has passed for me. Maybe the time is, I just carefully select what I want to listen to in a given trip and just load it onto my new Eclipse. Eclipse. Like lips that are Okay, so I know for like 2 weeks you guys have been patiently sitting through me talking about weddings and pants and like the everyday dull drudgery of my life. And I know that what you've really been waiting for, which is it's behind the scenes stuff. Ow! Did I ruin the magic for you in like 20 seconds? I've got a spigot to do tomorrow. This is the first spigots I've done in over 2 weeks. It'll be over 2 weeks. I've got my handy dandy notebook here. And I'm going to work out what tomorrow's spigots is going to be. I also have a big family party tomorrow because I got family in from Arizona who were at that wedding yesterday. So it's going to be a busy day. So if I can come up with the idea. Now, that being said, Vlogust really taught me that I don't need to do the big full 7-8 minute productions to make you guys happy. It's going to be a little longer than like a minute or two, like I did with some of the videos in Vlogust, because you would have something new the next day. But now I think I can reach an even keel. All right, it is Sunday morning, the day of the return. It is about 10 o'clock. I've been up for a while. I was laying in bed thinking about this, thinking about what to do with spigots today. And the cold open, the intro, came to me right away. And then I kind of laid around for a little bit, and I had kind of a funny idea. Since I'm posting this after spigots, I'll say this. I had a funny idea about interrupting the intro music for the entire episode, where I don't finish the intro music and the intro to the show until the very end, and then turning it into how Spigots hates people who tell you to turn up a song, want you to listen to it, and then proceed to talk all the way through it. So that was my idea. It took me I laid in bed for probably half an hour thinking about that. So right now I'm writing it. So I've written the cold intro and sort of the first break into crucial spigots in shoes sequence, as you can see. In the meantime, just over the other side of the chair, my real cat Buster is awfully curious about something. Yes. Luckily, Buster is never curious about spigots. Seriously, never. Do you know I'm talking about spigots? Or do you know that I'm talking about you? Do you feel jealous that I haven't given you your own series? I have shot all of the non-studio stuff, all the stuff that doesn't happen in front of the brick wall, that I needed daylight for. The script is all done. So really I can just shoot. If I can shoot in a little bit here. Right now there's some laundry going down the basement, so I'm going to take a break here, see what happens. We're going in about 2 hours over to my mom's for this family reunion thing. Editing this is not going to take real long. I don't think. I actually think I wrote, even though it's a return episode, I think it's an easy one to do this time. So that's good. And then the Wednesday episode is all going to be shot from the road, probably the trip down, and then maybe some of Mason over a couple of days. But I am going to be cloistered away in an office building for 8-9 hours a day, so I'm not going to have a lot of time to shoot. There's a cotton candy man walking down the street. There's a man selling cotton candy.
No.
walking down the street. I didn't know we had it in Illinois. I've never seen a cotton candy
I'm
man.
worried if he's just transporting. Because he didn't ask if we wanted him.
From where
Just hungry.
to where?
There was a man with cotton candy walking down the street.
Alright.
Like a stick with...
A cotton candy tree. There goes the cotton candy guy again.
I looked away, so that
No. Okay, so here I am. I am setting up to do the last bit of shooting on the Spigots episode called Turn It Up. Turn It Up! First, I want to show you a couple things. First of all, this is the brick. The brick is, in fact, as you can see, a piece of set, just a piece of theatrical set that Toad and Kay brought down from Michigan for me. I have a light up there, which kind of looks like a street lamp, kind of a feel to it, but it also helps backlight Spigots just a little bit. One of my other lights that's casting light here, you know, I've got my normal like overhead lighting, which is not great, but that is my sort of bad soft box. It's a regular cardboard box with tin foil on the inside and a regular light bulb, and then wax paper. I put wax paper over the front of it. I've been using that for about a year and a half, something like that. My tripod, of course. My tripod is as old as I am. There's the mirror that I use because there's no back to this camera. So that's how I get my shots lined up. My last bit of lighting, but it's these multicolored lights. And I usually push the red to the back because this camera really grabs red. I'm done. And in Spigots goes to his traveling bag. Some of you probably saw the traveling bag in Canada. I'll be taking T-Bird and the walking stick, who are over there inside of Jimmy. By the way, Jimmy Carter, just real quick. Anyway, so Jimmy was my grandmother's, and he was like a planter, or they called him like a peanut holder, like a peanut bowl, like you put peanuts in the top and you eat them. And when she died, he was one of the few things I wanted to take. So Jimmy went with me and then sat on a bunch of shelves for the better part of 20 years until I said, I need to put something else into Spigots. It can't be all Spigots all the time. So thus was born Openhead Jimmy Carter.